I decided to finally tackle a project that I have been wanting to do for so long, which is building my first website. I want to create kind of an expanded version of my beacons.ai page, which I'm using right now as kind of a landing page between this YouTube channel and my other socials. I do plan to keep it a little more simple than that for the purposes of this project while I have time to learn and to build out my website. I'm using the Mockup app on my iPad to do a very simple wireframe, and if you happen to be an expert in using this app, just look the other way because I didn't do any research on how to actually use it, and the reason I downloaded it is because I thought that it had the feature where it would snap your hand-drawn lines into like a straight line or a rectangle, and it either doesn't have that or I couldn't figure out how to use it, but it worked out fine for just drawing a very simple wireframe. So I have the outline done, and I actually did 2 outlines because I did the first one and it was kind of like, this is my first version ideally, but I do think that it's a little ambitious for my very first project, and so I made this scaled down version. This was the second one, and I think this is a more realistic very first version to shoot for, and I'm going to try to get this done tonight. It's hopefully going to be very simple, although famous last words. So what I'm going to try to do is just do a title, a photo banner, an embed of one YouTube video, and then contact info, and choose some colors. And so that's actually what I'm going to do next, is try to pick out some colors. I want to do a theme that kind of matches the colors of my setup, so white, black, and then a very pastel light green and kind of a cream peach, also very light. I don't want it to be too bright, but I want to kind of mimic what I've got going on with my setup on my website too. I decided to use GitHub Pages to host my site because it's free, which is always great, and I also wanted to get more experience just using GitHub and Git in general because I actually do have a computer science degree, but I don't have a lot of practical experience working in GitHub, so I thought it was a good opportunity to combine those two things. So I pretty well matched the layout that I had in my little V1, and I didn't run into any big snags, which is good. But like I said, I was keeping it pretty simple for this first layout, so there's really none of the components that I think are going to give me trouble, like a menu and more pages, and I want to do a carousel of photos because that's one of the features that I really like about beacons.ai. So we'll see. I think this is going to get more complicated from here, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out so far. So next I'm going to commit all of my code to GitHub, and then I'm going to publish the site, and then I need to move my domain over to GitHub as well because I purchased a custom domain. I used Namecheap, and so I need to set that up in the GitHub pages because right now it just has a .github.io domain.